Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be showing you how to create y'all's own personal honeypot using DigitalOcean and then also using the software Cowrie for your honeypot. It's pretty simple, pretty easy to set it up. I'm going to show y'all step by step. Unfortunately for the DigitalOcean steps of it, I can't show y'all all of it only because I don't have the credentials, so I can't show you what actually looks inside the website. But I will link it in the description, and also I'll be linking in a PDF in the description as well, so y'all could use for y'all step by step. And this video is gonna come out the day of this recording or another day, because the PDF is not fully done. So I need us to finish it up. It's not very much, but when this video is by the time this video is uploaded, the PDF will be in the description. And then also I had the GitHub repository for Cowrie in the description. Everything you need for this lab, I'll put in the description for y'all guys. But without further ado, let's get started. So fortunately, like I said, this is gonna be from a Google Doc perspective. So yeah. So let me pull it up. So here we go. So yeah, it'll be in a PDF, so it'll look nicer. You won't see all this Google Doc mess. But yeah, so first what you're gonna do is you're gonna create a droplet. Let me full screen this for y'all. You want to create a droplet in DigitalOcean. All you're gonna do is you're gonna make a DigitalOcean account, and then once you do that, you're gonna go to the droplet section, and you want to click create droplet, and you're gonna want to choose your region, whatever you prefer, and then you're going to choose an image. We went my group. Shout out to also Natalie and Octavia. They helped me with this lab. I'm just making a video on it, but we all put in our effort in this whole lab, so shout out to them. But yeah, so we selected Ubuntu as our operating system, our OS. It's compatible with a lot of tools, and it's good for server environments, so that's what we went with that. If you want to try something different, you can, but for this instance, we use Ubuntu. And then choose size. We basically went basic everything. It will cost you $6 a month, but if you're just doing this lab, try to put on your resume. $6 for 1 month it's pretty worth it to me, at least. I didn't pay for it. Our mentor over this past internship I had, he paid for it. So shout out to Robert Maldonado for that. He gave us the resources for this lab, so that's how I'm able to make this video for y'all. So yeah, but we just did all the basic options for the droplet, and then you want to add a password. Pretty simple, SSH key or password, don't matter. Make sure your password's very long. If you want, you can generate a password on one of those generate password websites, and then name it whatever you want. Make sure it's only one droplet. If you add more, it's gonna cost more. That's pretty obvious. And then once you do that, you create your droplet, and then it'll give you IP and all that, blah blah blah. So now we're done with that, so we can move this out the way. And now we can actually go on the terminal, and I can show you what to do. So now, first we're going to SSH into the actual honeypot. Oops, I hope I didn't type something in my. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I have my cursor on my Google Doc. I don't want to mess anything up. Anyway, okay, so now we're gonna SSH into the actual honeypot. So it's gonna give you IP or whatever the honeypot gives you, or in DigitalOcean it gives you. So whatever it is, and you of course SSH that port. I mean the IP. And if for port, usually you're gonna put 22, but we changed the default port. The reason being, we want to make it an unoriginal, unusual port number, so it looks more appetizing, more appealing for hackers to get into. I'll show you how to do that right now, but first we'll actually get into the actual honeypot. I'm gonna get the password. Okay, so now we're in the honeypot. Let's clear all this gibberish. And so to get into the honeypot, we're gonna actually change our SSH. So we gotta go to the SSH config or whatever the case may be. Sorry, my other monitor went crazy on me. So yeah, so we're gonna go etc. /sh/ssh d_config, and now we're in the config of the SSH. So yeah, once you do that, you're gonna want to change your port number to a unusual 4 or 5 digit port number. Doesn't matter what you choose. You want a 6767, haha. But yeah, so that's what we want. So once you do that, Control X, and then it'll be like press Y for yes, and then save it. So yeah, once you do that, you wanna restart your SSH. So we're gonna do sudo system ctl restart, and then SSH, and then we're gonna do sudo system ctl, and this will actually check your status of the SSH port. Oops. And then you're gonna notice that's running on port 6767. There you go. Cool. So now you know that once you do that, and whatever port number you put, it'll tell you you know what port you have. So if it doesn't change, if it's still 22, then you did it wrong. But now once we do that, we could clear this, and now we're gonna make a user. So to do that, we're gonna make a Cowrie user. I would name it Cowrie, only because we're gonna use Cowrie, so it makes things easier. So sudo add user -- disabled password. Yeah, we're gonna disable password, so we don't have to make a password for this user. And it says that for me because I already made the user, but for y'all, it'll go once you do that, it'll be like user added Cowrie, and then it'll make like if you're familiar with Linux, it'll be like a full name, kind of like when you set up a user on Windows, like basic settings, full name, and all that. Just for reference, so I can show y'all. It's on the PDF as well if you want to follow step by step. It looks like something like this. Adding user, kind of like like I said, Windows basic when you're making a new account. But since I already made one, that's why I'm saying you can only have 1 or 2 names. So that's why. But anyway, so now once we do that, you can change it to the actual user. So we're gonna do sudo Cowrie, and now we're in the user. Make sure when you do the command, do a space between sudo and Cowrie. I don't know why it does that, or it doesn't work if you don't do that. That was a weird issue we had, but just for reference, so let y'all know. So then once you do that, this is where you actually clone the repository for the Cowrie software. So like I said, it's on also the PDF as well, but it will be in the description. So it'll be git clone this. So I'll add this in the description, so you just copy and paste it. Since I already cloned it, I won't be needing to do that. But once you clone it, it'll tell you clone blah 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 real fast, and then you're done. So then once you do that, we're gonna make a virtual environment. So you're gonna do virtual env Cowrie -env. Like I said, I already made a virtual environment for this, but once you press enter, you'll make the virtual environment like that, and then all you have to do to start the virtual environment, so I can show you that I have the virtual environment. You're gonna do source / environment. Make sure to just name it what I put, because if you name it something else, then of course you're gonna have to put a different name than a command. But if you're following step by step, just do Cowrie environment / environment, and then we're gonna do /bin activate. Activate. We have to actually change it to the Cowrie directory, the user that we created. That was on my part. I'll cut out the part where I kind of got frozen for a minute. So yeah. So before we start the virtual environment, we're gonna switch into the Cowrie directory, the user that you just made, and now we could make the virtual environment. So let me clear all this so y'all can see it better. So yeah, virtual. So yeah, we're gonna do virtual environment, and then Cowrie -environment. So you're gonna do that command, make the virtual environment, the virtual Python environment, and then once you do that, you're gonna do source Cowrie, whatever you name your environment, Cowrie -environment in my instance, bin /activate, and now you have your virtual environment here ready to go. So now once we're in our virtual environment, And like I said, my PDF will have all the pictures of what you got to do. So like I said, if you get mixed up with the video, my random cuts get you confused, on my lab instructions in the description, it'll have it step by step, way more clear than probably how I'm explaining it. So if you prefer to read it and go with the video, it's in there in the description for y'all as well. So now once we did that, we're gonna do our pip installs, just upgrade our Python. So pip install -- upgrade. Sorry, I'm not the best typer. Upgrade pip, and then we'll do that. And then after that, we'll do pip. So I already did it, so I'm not gonna do it, but it'll pop up like you're doing it, whatever. And then the next command after you do that one, -- upgrade -r, and then requirements .txt. And then once you do that, you'll have all your pip installs, Python upgrades, installs ready to go. So then once you do that, we're still gotta do a few things in the Cowrie environment. So after that, we're gonna do ls, and we're gonna change to the etc directory. And then you're gonna see cowrie.config.dispute. I don't know what that means exactly, but cowrie.config.dist. And then once you do that, you're gonna wanna copy that file to the original Cowrie directory, the user directory. So once you do that, we'll do that, cp copy, and then we're gonna do home directory, Cowrie/Cowrie.config. I would name it as Cowrie.config. So yeah, but I'm not gonna. I already have it copied, so there's no need to do that. And then once you do that, and to show you what it looked like, you press enter. We ls. Sorry. You'll see that we have it copied right here. So yeah, that's how it'll look like once you copy your file to the Cowrie directory. So now that we have that done, we're gonna now. Oh, I just noticed I have an error in my PDF. Excuse me. So now we're back in the Cowrie directory. We are now gonna edit that file, nano.config. And the reason we got to do this is because we're gonna need to change the telnet settings to enabled equals true, because on default it's false. So we need to enable it. So it won't just be SSH accuracy, it'll be telnet as well. So if you go all the way down, it's kind of hard to see. So if you want, just kind of slow down while you're scrolling down. It's a while to get there. So there's SSH. That's already on, as you can tell. And then we'll get there eventually. There it is. Okay. You'll get to where it says telnet and then enabled. Like I said, I already did this. Enable true, but it's gonna say false. All you gotta do is just type it true, Control X, yes, enter. So now we are basically done setting it up for the most part. Oh, excuse me, one more step, and then we actually get to the logs, the cool part of it all. So yeah, now we're gonna exit the virtual environment and go back to the root honey. Where it says root aggo honey, so the actual honeypot, not the user. And now we're gonna do the super long command. I'll just copy it from my PDF, and so yeah, it's gonna be sudo iptables -t nat-a pre-routing -p tcp destination port 22, and then to port number honeypot port. Yeah, so it says honeypot port, but you're gonna actually put your whatever your honeypot, whatever you change your SSH port to. So mine was 6767, and you're gonna do this twice. So you're gonna do this for SSH, D port SSH, and then same command with telnet. and that's it. So this, and like I said, it will be in the PDF if you're still confused. So you want to type it all out, you just copy paste, and yeah. So once you do that, you make your IP tables, and now we have that done. We could now actually start the honeypot. So we'll go back into the Cowrie user, and we'll go into the Cowrie, the user, Cowrie directory, I should say, and then we're gonna actually start the honeypot. And now the honeypot started. Since I already had it started, it doesn't really matter, but you'll notice that the command works. And now once we started it, we could actually check out all this stuff, that activity. So like I said, once you start it, you're not gonna have any info, but from this point on, you just kind of want to wait a few days. But I'll still show you how to get to the all the logs and stuff, you know, so you can see activity. So once we do that, after a few days, you're gonna finally get some activity. So we're gonna change to the var directory, and then we can do ls again. Let me clear this real quick. Oh, cd, we'll go with logs first, just to show you that. And ls, cd cowrie, ls again. And yeah, see, so all these days, so we started on the 31st of June, or sorry, not June, July. July, and then these are all the days that are logged, all of them. So we're gonna go with we'll go with yesterday from this recording, of the time I was recording, and we're gonna do tail -f. This is gonna go to the very end of the file, and then we're gonna paste a log. Now if we do that, you're gonna notice all these all the activity that happens. So notice you see these random IPs. So we'll do a little fun investigation. So yeah, it'll give you IPs of who's trying to log in and who has logged in, blah blah blah. So yeah, we'll connect to this, and then we're gonna bring up a website that my friend that helped me build this lab, Natalie, showed me, and we'll put it here. So now that I copied the IP, we can paste it, check it, see if it's suspicious, and there it goes. It was found in our database. Iraq tells you where it's from, the ISP, what they're using, and all that good stuff. So yeah, so this is a real malicious IP that was in our honeypot, which I find pretty cool. So yeah, and also I'll add this link in the description as well, so if you want to use this for your own lab. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So these are actual real malicious IPs. There you go. I think I just edited that log file to where it says exit, but it's fine. Actually, let me edit that real quick. Oh, okay, never mind, it's not there. Okay, we're good. Okay, so yeah, that's one way you could check logs and stuff. That's just kind of like who's been logging in and stuff like that. But another way to check. Oh, sorry. We're gonna do the lid directory. And then we're gonna go in Cowrie again. And cd tpy ls. So these are all kind of like users that got into your honeypot. So we're gonna do this. We'll do this last one because I already checked it and I know there was activity on there. So once you do that, what command you want to do as a Python command. So we're gonna do Python. Oops, can't spell again. Python 3-home. And this is a Python script that basically reads what the user was doing. Cowrie /bin. I can't go. And then play log. And then paste the string or whatever you copied. And there it is. So yeah, you're gonna see all the commands that this user did. So server 4 shell -c, and then you can see all the commands they did: cmod plus x, head c. So you can see everything that they're doing in your honeypot, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so that's another way to check hacker activity. We could also look this up, but I don't want to press it because it might be malicious. So let's not do that. But yeah, so you can see the commands they're doing. It's pretty cool stuff. And then one more thing I could show y'all, to check if there's activity as well. We could go. Sorry. We go to downloads, and we could do ls, and same thing. We'll copy a string, and we could do string and paste. And oh, sorry, strings. Oops, my bad. And you can see all the changes they made in this download file. And if you into reverse engineering, you could reverse engineer this if you really wanted to. I'm not very professional. I'm not very pro at reverse engineering at all, but you could tell UPX. They use UPX for this, so that's pretty interesting. But yeah, guys, so this is the Honeypot lab. There's much more stuff you could look at, but I think those are the 3 major components that I've gone through and that are on my PDF as well. So, but yeah, guys, that's how you make a honeypot using Cowrie and with DigitalOcean. I hope that explains everything. Once again, I'm gonna add the descriptions of the PDF, the website, the clone, the GitHub repository, all that stuff that you need for this lab. I'll put it on in the description. And yeah, that PDF will be very useful, guys. It has all the commands that you'll ever need to check all this stuff. And yeah, guys, so hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it was informational. And yeah, just keep learning, guys. Hope y'all enjoy.